Assalamu alaikum 10th class. I hope you will be fine. Today I will explain you the programs of unit number 10. Before proceeding, I would like you to please like and subscribe the channel. Please. Thank you. So we are starting our unit number 1 problem solving. So let's proceed toward exercise solution. Question number 1. In a farm, there are some cows and birds. If there are total 35 heads and 110 legs, then how many cows and birds are there? So this is a problem solving activity in which problem statement is given. After understanding the problem statement completely, next step is planning a solution. So there are different strategies for solving a problem. So as we know that a problem has multiple solutions. Depending upon the problem, we select the strategy. The selection of strategy depends upon the nature of problem. For the given problem, we will choose the divide and conquer strategy. So as we have read the question, there are total 35 heads and 110 legs. So we will divide 35 into 20 and 15 apart. Suppose there are 20 cows and 15 birds. So 35 equal to 20 plus 15. So each cow has 4 legs. So 20 multiplied by 4 equal to 80 legs. And 15 birds. Each bird has 2 legs. 15 multiplied by 2 equal to 30 legs. So 80 plus 30 equal to 110 legs. And that's equal to 35 heads having the 110 legs. So there are 20 cows and 15 birds. So question number 1.2 is a multiple choice question. Here is given the answer of each choice. You can follow it on your book. This question is the blanks question. You have to fill the blanks. So answer of each blank is given. You can fill the blanks on your book. This is our question number 1.4. Draw the flow chart for the following problems. So this flow chart is for input two numbers n1 and n2 and determining whether n1 divides n2 or not. So first of all, using the oval symbol, start the flow chart and then parallelogram used to input two numbers n1, n2. So next one is decision operator. It decides is n1 mod n2 equal to 0. So if the remainder is equal to 0, it means if the remainder equal to 0, then it will print n1 divides n2. Otherwise, no. It will display that no, and the program or flow chart will get end. So this is a flow chart to input a year and determine whether it is a leap year or not. So start the flow chart by oval symbol. and then input a year. Then there is a decision or diamond symbol which decides the year mod 4 equal to 0 or not. So if year is divisible by 4 means 800, 1600, 2000, 2400. These are the years that are divisible by 4. They are leap years. If this decision operator return the true value that year mod 24 equal to 0, so remainder equal to 0, so it will be the leap year. Otherwise it will display that it is not a leap year. So next one is a flowchart to input a number and find the factorial of that number. So let's understand the logic behind the factorial first, and then I will show you the algorithm and the flowchart of any number with factorial. So the flowchart represents the flow for finding factorial of the number. For example, if 5 factorial, so what will be the factorial of 5? Answer is 1 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 5 equal to 120. So 5 factorial equal to 120. So that is the logic that we have to multiply 1 with 2, and then answer is 2. So multiply the 2 with 3. So answer will 6, and so on. Multiply 6 with 4, and then 24 multiplied by 5 equal to 120. So look at here. This is the algorithm for the factorial of a number. Step 1 start. Step 2 read a number, that is 5. Step 3 set factorial equal to 1 and I equal to 1. Take any two variable and set them equal to 1. So step 4 check condition. If I is less than number, so our number is 5 and I is equal to 1. So 1 is less than equal to 5. If false, go to step 7. So it is true that I is less than equal to number 5. So it will go to step 5 and will proceed factorial equal to factorial multiply by I. So I is 1 and factorial is 1. 1 multiplied by 1 equal to 1. So factorial is now 1. So next, update I equal to I plus 1. In step 6, I will increment with 1. So it will add a value 1 in it. So I will become 1 plus 1 equal to 2. So it will become 2, I equal to 2. So it will go back to step 3, step 4. Sorry, and then check the condition. So condition is now is I equal to 2. So 2 is less than equal to number. Our number is equal to 5, which we have randomly chosen that number equal to 5. So I is equal to 2 now, and 2 is less than equal to 5. Is it true? Yes, I is 2 and 2 is less than 5. It will go to step 5, and now factorial equal to factorial having the value now 1. 1 multiplied by 2. I equal to 2 and factorial equal to 1. So update the I. Now again I will become 2 plus 1 equal to 3. So I will become 3 and it will go back to step 4 and it will check the condition now. Is I is less than equal to number? Yes, 3 is less than equal to 5. One condition become true, that is 3 is less than 5. So in step 5, factorial now become 2 I equal to 3 multiplied by 2 equal to 6. So then next I will again increment with 1, that will become 4. So as so on. Look at the next slide, it will show you all the steps. So students, see there, first one at the right side box, factorial equal to 1, I equal to 1. Then factorial become 1 multiply 1 equal to 1 and I increment by 2. So 1 plus 1 equal to 2. I become 2 and factorial become 1. So next factorial is 1 and I equal to 2. 1 multiplied by 2 equal to 2 and I become 3 now. So next factorial is 2 and I is 3. 2 multiplied by 3 equal to 6 and I become 4 now by adding 1 in it. So next I is 4 and 4 multiplied by factorial, that is 6, and then the answer will become 24 and I will increment and adding a 1 in it become 5 equal to 5. So next 5 is an I and factorial is 24. 24 multiplied by 5, that will be equal to 120 as shown in front of you. So next I will increment and I will become 6 and it will go back to step 4 and we'll check the condition that I is less than equal to number. So 6 is not less than or not equal to 5. Both conditions become false and the program will execute and flowchart get finished. So this was the logic. Before drawing the flowchart, you should know the logic. So let's see drawing of a flowchart. Start with the start symbol and input a number in parallelogram. Read number, any number, that is I consider 5. So I set the value factorial equal to 1, fact equal to 1 and I equal to 1. So next one, I check the condition I is less than or equal to num. So is the condition true, then it will go further and multiply the factorial equal to factorial multiplied by I, and next increment the I with 1, increase the I with 1 value, and after increasing the value it will go back to condition, again check the condition. Now I will become 2, it will check 2 is less than equal to 5, the condition become 2 and will go further and again multiply the factorial and will again add the value I equal to 1 plus 1, it will become 2 and so 2 plus 1 become 3 and 3 plus 1 become 4 and 4 plus 1 become 5 and so on. So these 3 circles will execute the flow and will give the answer 120 at the end and will display the number at end. So after, when the condition become false, I is less than and not equal to or not less than equal to number, it will go no, and no, after going to the no, it will display the factorial, that will be 120. This is a flowchart to input a number and display its factors. So first of all, we should understand the logic behind the factors. How can we find the factors? Factors are numbers. We can multiply together to get another number. For instance, factors of 15 are 1, 3, 5 and 15, because 1 multiplied by 15 equal to 15 and 3 multiplied by 5 equal to 15. So 1 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5 equal to 15. Before drawing the flowchart, your algorithm will be based on input, process and output. So input, first of all, ask the user to enter a number, and process is to identify all the factors of this number. So finding the factors of number. Third one is output, display the all factors of this number. So let's understand this flowchart for finding the factor of a number. So finding factors, first of all we insert the oval symbol to indicate the start of a flowchart. After that we input a number. So number equal to input, type any number. So a number will be any one. For example, we take the 15 as input. So number equal to 15. Next one is the decision symbol. Look at the diamond symbol in which written for 1 No, it is I for I from 1 to number. So in this flow chart, we will see that it proceed with from 1 to 15. From 1 to number means from 1 to 15 we take the number equal to 15. So from 1 to 15 it will go to another decision symbol in which it will check if number mod I equal to 0. So it will check if 15 mod I equal to 1. So if 15 mod 1 equal to 0, it will check and will give the true. So it will equal to 0, remainder is 0, so it will give the answer 1. Next it will go back to upside to first diamond symbol and again it will check now by increment it number. So the time the loop move back to upward, it will increment by 1. So now it will become 2. So for 2 to 15 it will check for I become now 2 and it will become 50 I 15 divided by 2. So now I is mod with 15. 15 mod 2 is not equal to 0. So it will not return true, it will go to false and get end. After that it will go to check for 3 and so on for every number. So 3 divided by 15 will give us equal to 0. So it will display 3 and then 4, 5, 6, 7, so on up to 15 it will check it.